Hello and welcome to the New Jersey Department of Education's Office of Certification Application Submittal video. My name is Jewel Johnson, and today we are going to be filing our New Jersey EdCert application. If you have not already, you should be at njdoe.my.site.com. And then, of course, you can stop there at the .com. You do not have to add this additional manage. Uh, Ending at .com will land you right on our homepage here. So have some useful information here for aspiring educators, currently certified educators, as well as local agency representatives, so district personnel and educator preparation programs. Of course, as you scroll down, you'll have some information here for looking up an educator's license. You will need these pertinent details to locate that information and also some additional training info here on our main homepage. If you have not already, you should have created your NJ EdSer account. And then, of course, if you were previously certified in our teacher certification system prior to 2022, then you'll still need to create an account here to claim that profile. So if we've done all that, we are simply going to hit our login button. And then, of course, whichever device you are using, hopefully something other than your mobile, you can have that device save your login credentials. So this way it's just easier to get back in each time. And then you have your general landing page here for welcoming you back. So you'll continue to enter. And then at first glance, you'll have the notice for the basic skills core no longer being required for our certificate of eligibility certificates only, CEs. So you can close that, move on. And this is your landing page. So you have your name, your tracking number. If you were previously certified prior to 22, you would have your TCIS tracking number here. And then this is your contact customer service menu. So you have some service cases you can simply do here for whichever you may need. Each of these will allow you to upload additional information directly in the case. Your tabs, if you hold certifications or credentials, you would find here under My Certifications. And then you can kind of expand these bars out just to see what information is there. And then for My Applications, if you have any already filed, those would certainly fall here. Same for the bars. You can expand them out just to read the full status. The application ID, which you can certainly see, or if you wanted to confirm the type. If any of this is too small, you can certainly just stretch it out to see it. Cases would be for any service cases you filed or applications. They all result in a case as well. And this will be useful for when it's time to make payment or upload any additional documentation that you are required to provide. For now, we will hit our Apply Now button. And then you'll just have this general information here, which is also very important. So please notate and continue. And when you registered, of course, by entering your college and university details, the system will ask you once you start a new application if you'd like to review it or skip it. Hitting review just shows you what you've already entered. And then, of course, if you need to add anything additional, the system will ask you that as well. So for now, we're going to say no and continue. And then same for your educator preparation program details. If you have, in fact, completed one, you would certainly say skip if you've put that in, and review it, of course, if you want to see it. Employment experience is not applicable for every certification that we offer. So in most cases, this will be a no. You should have certainly reviewed the details and requirements for which you are applying. So this way you will know if the experience is applicable. So we'll say no here. and continue. And then for the emergency certification, this question will almost always be no unless you have been advised by your county office or district to apply for an emergency credential or emergency certificate. And then please note emergency certificates are only issued for our educational services fields. So that would be your school nurse, school counselor, school social worker, etc. But this will almost always be no. So we'll continue. And then here we have our categories. So administrative, of course, would be for our school principals, school administrators, supervisors. Instructionals would be your classroom teachers. Your educational services, again, would be school counselor, speech language pathology, school nursing services, and then your career and technical education will be formerly known as vocational, of course. So for career clusters, cosmetology, culinary, woodworking, things of that nature. And then credential, we offer a few. Credential is most important for our substitutes. As you are applying for a substitute credential, your category will always be credential. So we also have our school safety specialist here, as well as our mortuary and chiropractic cert. And then military science here is a standalone cert, um, and it's a category on its own for military science. So for our video today, we'll do a substitute for informational purposes. So we're choosing our credentials category. And then, of course, for the endorsement title, so we offer two certs for the substitute. So you have your career and technical ed, which will require you to have experience in the career cluster, as well as a good background check. That's a career and technical education substitute. Most substitute certs that individuals are looking for would be the instructional substitute. So just be sure you choose the correct category. So instructional substitute is just for your classroom teacher substituting. Um, so we'll do instructional. And then, of course, you have to choose a county for which you'll be subbing in. Note you can choose that initial county for processing, but once you get the credential, it is a statewide credential, okay? And then for the type, it's just a substitute as well. We'll continue. And then here it gives you a review of your selection. So you have your category, which was a credential, your type is a substitute, and it's a regular substitute. So it's an instructional substitute. Gives you a description here of what it allows you to do, as well as the cost. And then if everything looks correct, you'll just continue here. Very important information for our fees. Please note, none of our fees are refundable. All fees are non-refundable. And that you have to agree to this as you move through to submit your application. So just know for anything that is filed in error, it is an automatic $70 deduction for any errors you make in this system. And then that remaining balance would just be left as a system credit for you to put towards your correct request. So really important. So we'll agree to that and move on. And then here is your qualifications list. So for each that you choose, it will give you a breakdown of what's required of you to obtain. So for your instructional substitute, it is just the two. You need your subject matter preparation, which is your general education credits. You need 30 at minimum. And then your criminal history background check must be recent. Let me see. This will take you on to the next qualification. It's already selected for you. And again, it is just those 30 general ed credits that you need. So you'll continue. And same for your background check. So it's a good background check, already selected. You'll hit continue. And then the system has built a qualifications list for you. So we have our subject matter prep here, which is our 30 general ed credits. And then for you to obtain your criminal history background, it has all the instruction here for where you need to go and how that needs to be handled, as well as the dates. So, a lot of good information there. Please notate and continue. And then this is just the final summary of your selections again before you agree to everything. So, here the type for which you chose. It's a credential for your category. It's an instructional substitute for your title. And then you get that cost and description again. Continue. If you selected initially in the system that you do have the veteran status, then this message will appear prior to you signing your oath of allegiance. If not, it will just take you right to your oath of allegiance. This will be your opportunity to upload your evidence for your status if that is you. So we'll continue. And then this is the oath of allegiance that we will all see. So please read this information and answer accordingly. If you've completed one of these in the past in the system, then the system will just ask you if you have anything new to disclose. So it's a yes or no, and continue. And for the signature, you will choose what you are. So if you are a citizen, of course, it's option 1. If not, then it will be option 2, and then you would simply type your name in here and make sure to have only the one box checked. And then that does complete the portion of the application itself. So if you hit continue, that will take you into the case to make your payment. It's at this moment, you can walk away from it if you like, or you can just go ahead and do the payment. The walk away is just to gather yourself after this process. But if you do that, then it's certainly you have 30 days from the date that we filed this application before it expires in the system. And then you have to go in to enter those details all over again that we just did. But that would be for the app itself. If you just, stop and make the payment now, then that will lock you in. The application is good for 6 months from there, and you need to get your documentation in. So to make that payment, we will certainly explore that in our how to pay video. But by you hitting continue, this takes you into the case that we've just created. So there is a lot of useful information here. You certainly have your status as pending payment for now, the fee you're going to pay. And then if you'd like to see all of that detail we just selected in the application, you can certainly click the My Application or the application ID number here. But for payment, as I said, it's here and we will explore that. Please join us in our how to pay video. Thank you for your time. Take care.